Good morning everyone. Firstly, I have to ensure that you all understand that this lecture is classified, and information pertaining to it should not be shared with anyone. I know it's been quite a while since our introductory session on the FBC. It's taken kind of longer than expected to get through all the backlog of items I have, but hopefully we'll start making progress now, beginning with altered item 10-KE, also known as Arctic Queen. The Arctic Queen is an altered item located in Unit 15 on the 4th floor of the Panopticon, and is an Arctic Queen branded retro-style refrigerator, adorned with several child's drawings. It was acquired by the FBC on the 18th of November 1974, having earlier come to the Bureau's attention after surviving the collapse of a building completely intact. Becoming an item of note after the collapse of the New York City Grand Central Hotel, the refrigerator was found in the rubble, along with the body of its owner's son, completely undamaged, the drawings that decorate its front still attached. Despite its now non-functional status, the owner proceeded to maintain possession of the item, due to their belief that the preservation of his son's drawings was an act of God. He would later go on to sell the refrigerator, presumably once the grieving process was complete, which the Bureau purchased under alias. Upon analysis, it was found that indeed the pictures could not be removed, no matter what was attempted. More extensive testing demonstrated that they could not even be torn or burnt off, and proved that their initial preservation was no mere fluke. At this point, it can be concluded that something paranatural is at work, but as yet the cause has not been identified. Due to the passive nature of the altered item, however, no special containment measures were initially required. After an unspecified amount of time in Bureau containment, a new altered effect was observed, and a reassessment of the containment procedures was necessary. Although detailed documentation regarding this sudden change in nature has not been made available, information gleaned from the new FBC director, Jesse Faden, during the Hiss incident, has provided an insight. It has been discerned that the refrigerator, as Panopticon supervisor Frederick Langston describes it, deviates. From observational data, this can be interpreted as it behaving in erratic and hostile ways, although it's presently unclear exactly how. It would appear that the only method of preventing this deviation is for the item to remain under constant observation. Experimental procedure has identified that any form of remote observation is not suitable, and a conscious individual must maintain eye contact with it at all times, giving rise to a rotating role termed fridge duty. Although initially unknown why the refrigerator began acting differently, it has since been discovered that this altered item, along with several others, had fallen under the influence of a creature within the astral plane, known only as the Former, presumably an ostracized member of the board. While the Former's motivations are not known, the director was able to drive its influence from the refrigerator, returning it to its usual passive state. As strange and dangerous as the refrigerator became when it was under the control of the Former, because of the fact the behaviour exhibited was not standard for the altered item and was eventually removed, we have to limit our observation to its initial traits. In this respect, although curious, the Arctic Queen refrigerator has been assigned an artifact rating of merely noteworthy. So I'm guessing that it's going to be takeout for us all over the next few days. I sure as hell don't want to go near my fridge anytime soon. Please remember that the information in this lecture is classified, but if you want to find out more about the altered items of the FBC, or a multitude of other interesting items, then subscribe for more course content. Also, if you could toss us $1 a month over on Patreon, then you'll get access to my new upcoming lecture series, focusing on the people rather than the items. You'll also get my everlasting gratitude. Please stay safe from all the paranatural madness out there, and I will see you next time.